Hi, welcome back to Stargazer's Creative Studio. First of all, I just want to say, don't, if the audio is a little different, please don't mind. I am not recording my audio separately like I usually do this time. This is just kind of an unserious video, and I just didn't feel up to recording the audio separately. So second thing is this is going to be a journaling ecosystem video if I title it correctly. You'll probably know that ahead of time. I've been seeing a lot of videos, being halfway through the year about people doing journaling ecosystem videos and showing off what they use and how they use it. And as someone who is obviously a big fan of journals and also has sort of an ecosystem of journals, I wanted to share my own journaling ecosystem. So to start, I just want to say that these are more general categories. Some of these categories, the journal I use switches out either every month or every once in a while whenever I get bored with it. So just know that some of these aren't necessarily the ones I use throughout the year or, until they're finished. It's just a category. That being said, let's go ahead and get into it because I have a lot to share. So we're gonna set these to the side, and we're gonna start with probably my most important part of my ecosystem, which is my planner. It says planner right here. So this is a paperage, I believe 7x9 undated year 12-month planner. So let's see. So it has a page where you can put your information in case you lose it, which I do have my information on there, so I'm not gonna show that. But then it has kind of like what is it in bullet journaling? What is it called? Like a yearly log, a year at a glance. So it has that. And then let me see. And it has a budgeting section and a notes section. I haven't used these so much, but I do very much like where's the monthly? Oh, there we go. So this is May. So this is my monthly spread for May. I have my work schedule, my appointments, holidays, events, stuff like that. And then these are my weekly spreads. They can be more or less full depending on what my week looks like. So yeah. So this is my planner. And this is probably the most important thing I do. I check it. I do every 28th of the month I plan for the next month. And every week, usually either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I plan for the next week depending on if I have my work schedule already. And then for my monthly spreads, all my appointments and stuff go in there. And also all the days that I actually work go in there so I can keep track of my hours. So yeah, very important. I'm in this thing every day. So very, very important to me to have a planner. Particularly a paper planner. Since I primarily like to paper plan as a stationery lover. All right. Next up, the next important one is my everyday carry notebook. So this is a Pen and Gear memo pad, and then this is a Pen and Gear pen. It's a 0.7 gel pen. I believe I have it written in here. Yeah, Pen and Gear retractable black ink gel pen 0.7. Okay. So this is kind of like a catch-all. Let's see. Like, I have my grocery list. I have, let's see. I have donation list. I have appointments. You know, any thoughts that I have that I want to jot down quickly, I keep in here, and I use this particular pen because it looks right here. So this is my everyday carry. I'm considering getting a Passport Traveler's Notebook because I already use a kind of everyday notebook system, which I wasn't sure I was going to use when I initially started it. But I do use it, and so I want something a little cuter maybe. I don't know. I haven't fully committed to the idea yet. It's in my Amazon cart right now, but we'll see. So that's my second most important book journal that I use. This one is kind of a interesting one. This is my long-term collections notebook. So this is also another Pen and Gear, but it's kind of it's a hardcover. I don't know what the exact I don't know what the exact name of it is. I may put a link in the description, but it looks like this. And it has, it's got really good quality paper in it. It's got a lot of sheets in it, a lot of pages. And it's got the bookmark ribbons as well. And a pocket in the back. And obviously a elastic closure. So I keep information that I need for a long time in here. So hold on. Okay, so I don't have a lot in here, but for example, I have my health goals in here, and then I have the medications I take and what order I take them in. So yeah, right now that's kind of the most that I have in here. I have my list of transcripts. I have some information about a school I'm applying to, but so the idea is that information that so hold on. So information that I may initially jot in here, that I realize I'm going to need for an extended period of time, then goes in here in a much neater fashion. So yeah, this is my long-term collections, and a lot of the stuff that goes in here initially comes from in here. All right, now for some fun stuff. This is just my journal. It's from the Dollar Tree. It was $1.25. It's blank with kind of like off-white cream pages, which I prefer. I do not like stark white pages, and the paper has a little tooth to it, which I also prefer personally. And the paper quality is not bad. It's not bad. I don't know how fountain pens would do on this, but I use gel pens for them, gel ink pens for the most part. So yeah, so far this, I've just been journaling daily in this. I don't do deco in this particular one. So for example, these are some entries from the last couple days, and as you can see, it's just writing. I haven't been doing decoration with the writing like I have in the past. And also I'm calling this my introspection and compassion notebook. So it's just, yeah, it's just for writing, like a daily diary kind of situation, which I haven't usually kept a daily diary in the past. I've just kind of started and I'm enjoying it actually, because I didn't used to enjoy it in the past. So however long this lasts, I'm gonna keep writing in here every morning. I'm a morning journaler. So we'll see if I like to keep up with that. Okay, so now we're getting into more specific things. So this is my writer's bullet journal. So I have aspirations of completing an anthology of short stories. I don't have a timeline for it because life happens and I don't want to put a timeline on it and then get upset if it doesn't happen within that exact timeline. Oh, again, this is a paperage dot grid bullet journal with a pocket in the back. Oh, I'll show that later. With a pocket in the back, elastic closure, and ribbon for kind of like a bookmark. So I have a process video of making this journal, so I just do a quick flip through. So I have a when stuck guide when I'm writing. I have some goals. I have a place to write some tips and different like foundations of writing stuff that I haven't filled out yet. I have the kind of working titles, not the final titles, for some of the stories I'm writing. And then of course I have my calendar. So here I just kind of keep track of how many days I'm working on what thing. And then here I actually specify, like on that day I wrote a bipolar blog post and I wrote about 500 words on June 11th. So this is a general writing journal as well. I'm not just necessarily working on just the short stories. Like I wrote a blog post, and really I haven't worked on those short stories this entire month, except for one day. So yeah, and I have goals and priorities, and I'm not going to reach those goals and priorities this time, but it's fine. Which reminds me, I need to set up for July. So these are just quick looks at the each week, and I guess we're at this week now. Yeah, so this is my writer's bujo to track my writing progress. And then of course we come to this one, which is my actual writing journal. So the idea for this one is to have somewhere where I can, if I'm on the go and I don't have my laptop with me, I can still, and I get inspiration, I can still write things down. Also, sometimes handwriting is just more productive for me. So you'll see I have some writing here that I was just kind of ideating. This is, again, paperage composition. I guess they call it a composition, but it's a craft notebook. It's smaller than a standard composition, but I kind of like that. It's lined, has actually quite a few pages in it. It's thicker than I think a lot of the other brands are. And I bought a pack of maybe like 7 of these. So yeah, I can maybe link some of these hopefully in the description. I don't have like an Amazon affiliate or anything. But I can still link it if you're interested. So yeah. So now we're coming to, oh, actually I forgot to show you something. Okay, so there is in here in the back pocket, I have a little commonplace book, and this is the first one. And then it's just, I have a key, and it says arts, science, writing. I actually kind of forgot this existed. This is a little notebook that I got off of Amazon in a set, in like a box of 24, I think. So, and there's like 12 different colors. It's like 2 of each color, maybe 3. I can't remember. I'll link it in the description as well. I got it off Amazon. I actually got it because I saw Seaweed Kisses, who I love to watch. She recommended these as like pocket journals, and I actually love them. I really, really do. This particular one I haven't used yet, but I've used a couple so far. So yeah, I may need to find a better place for this, but right now it lives in my writer's Bujo pocket until I can find a better place for that. All right, so finally we get to what I call my creative journals. So let's start with the big one. This is an altered book. So I picked this up. It was a children's bird watching guide that I picked up at the local thrift store for I think like $1. It's hardcover, and I just kind of made an altered book out of it. So I kept this page because I thought it was cute, but this is kind of what I've done. So it's got envelopes and little notebooks and all sorts of things in it. You know, tags, just a lot of little things in it. So I haven't finished it yet. Obviously, I'm still working through it, but so this is more of an actual craft than it is journaling. I have done journaling in here, like here, for example, but this is mostly just to throw paint and mixed media into for fun. So that's that one. And this one is a little more actually a journal. So this is made from different from the oh goodness, the name is escaping me. I may add it in some subtitles, but it's a company that does magazine. Oh, Flow magazine. They used to, I don't know if they still sell generally or if they only sell outside the United States, but they produced magazines with like pattern papers and little paper crafts and stuff. So I have 2 of them. So I used some of the papers out of those 2 to make this. So as you can see, I have the cover, and I got a little place where I can kind of stamp or write something. I plan on stamping something here to title it. And then I have a little envelope, and that came from the Flow magazine, and these all came from the Flow magazine. And so basically everything in here except for this like manila envelope pocket, everything in here comes from the papers in the Flow magazine. And basically all I did was fold them in half and staple them together. But you know, I have some writing in here, and then you see pattern papers, and then more writing. So yeah, so I think that's it. So that's my journaling ecosystem. Some things I use more often than others, but that's generally what I use on a regular basis. I of course have a lot of other journals. You know, these aren't necessarily all of the journals that I own, certainly. And I did actually film a while ago a journal collection video, and since then I've given some things away, and then I bought some more things because of course I did. And if you're interested, I can always do another journal collection video with my current collection, and give some information about what my process is for getting journals, using journals, stuff like that. So thank you for watching. I hope this was interesting and fun, just to have another look at how someone else uses their journals. And I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.